Day 2. I hope you're ready. Today we're going to be looking at literature questions. Can you remember the name of the text that we are working through? Great. It's sharks. Absolutely correct. Can you remember the name of the author that wrote our book? Trickier question. It's Gillian Powell. Well done. Let's move on to looking at what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to share my screen with you now. So, what is the title? Well, we've done that. The title is Sharks, and we know that the author is Gillian Powell. But what sort of text is this? What type of text is this? Is it fiction or is it non-fiction? What's the difference between fiction and non-fiction? Can you remember? It's non-fiction. Non-fiction means that it is true and in real life. So all the facts about sharks in here are accurate, or were accurate when the book was printed. Last lesson we looked at 5 different definitions for words. We looked at gills, sandpaper, hunt, pups and plankton. I'm going to read you a definition and I want you to remember if you can pick the word that it matches up with. An organism that provides food for many fish and whales. Was that gills, sandpaper, hunt, pups or plankton? That's right, it was plankton, wasn't it? Next one, part of a fish's body that allows it to breathe. You're right, it's their gills that help them to breathe. Next definition, a young animal. Again, you're right, it's a pup. Well done. And other animals also have pups, such as dogs. So it's not just sharks. Next definition. Paper with sand stuck to it to make it rough. This one's an easier one. Paper with sand on it. It's sandpaper. And finally, to chase or search to try and kill. Well, we only have one word left. What word do we have left? You got it. It's hunt. The word is hunt. We're now going to play Jump In. Okay, let's read through our book, and our book today is Sharks. Sharks. We're going to play Jump In now, so I hope you'll join in with me as I pause before reading the word. What are sharks? Sharks are fish that live in the sea. There have been sharks in the sea for millions of years. The smallest sharks are the size of a human hand. The biggest sharks are bigger than a bus. Wow, that's quite big. I don't think I'd want to meet a shark that's the same size as a bus. Sharks have gills, key word, fins and scales. The scales on their skin are rough like sandpaper, another key word. Sharks have no bones in their body. They have cartilage. Cartilage is softer than bone, but it is very strong. Fish facts. All fish live and breathe in water. All fish breathe with gills. All fish have fins. Most fish have scales on their skin. Most fish have bones in their body. Most fish lay eggs. Some fish give birth to live babies. A shark's life. Most sharks give birth to live babies. Their babies are called pups. Some sharks give birth to about 100 pups at a time. The pups can swim and hunt for food as soon as they are born. Other kinds of sharks lay eggs. They lay their eggs down on the bottom of the sea. Baby sharks hatch from the eggs. All baby sharks grow to their full size in 10 to 15 years. Sharks eat other fish and sea Animals. They can smell, hear and even feel animals in the water. Most sharks have about 5 rows of teeth. They use their teeth to catch other fish and see animals. The biggest teeth are at the front of a shark's mouth. When one of these teeth falls out, a new tooth moves up into its place. Whale sharks are different. They eat only small fish and tiny living things called plankton. A whale shark swims with its mouth open. The small fish and plankton go into the shark's open mouth. Let's have a look at the questions together. This is my turn. Step 1, read the question. Do sharks have bones in their bodies? Step 2, underline the key words. Do sharks have bones in their bodies? I'm going to underline sharks as well. I think that's quite important. Find some evidence. That means I need to read the text. What are sharks? Sharks are fish that live in the sea. There have been sharks in the sea for millions of years. The smaller sharks are the size of a human hand. The biggest sharks are bigger than a bus. Sharks have gills, fins and scales. The scales in their skin are rough like sandpaper. Sharks have no bones in their body. Hang on a minute, that's one of my key words. Bones. Body. So sharks have no bones in their body. Do sharks have bones in their body? No, they have cartilage. Now I need to reread the question. Do sharks have bones in their bodies? No. Sharks do not have bones in their bodies. I've answered the question in a sentence. And I've answered the question. Your turn now. You've got 5 questions. I want you to read the question, underline the keywords, find the evidence, reread the question, and make sure you've written your answer. And last step, check for those capital letters and full stops.